Is your laptop hitting 90 degrees? Throttling down to a crawl while the fans sound like a jet engine taking off? Before you go out and spend a fortune on a new machine, listen up. You don't need a new laptop yet. What you need is a real battle-tested cooling master plan. We're going to take that overheating machine and turn it into a cool, quiet, and consistent performer. Stick with me, and we'll unlock the full potential that's hiding inside your current laptop step by step. First things first, before you buy a single cooling pad or fan, you have to understand how your specific laptop breathes. It's not one size fits all. Many gaming laptops pull fresh, cool air from vents on the bottom panel and then push the hot air out through the back or sides. But a lot of thin and light ultrabooks work differently. They might have tiny intake vents near the hinge and exhaust vents on the sides. You need to know your airflow path. Just look at your laptop. Where are the vents? Use a small piece of paper to feel where air is being pulled in and where it's being pushed out. Knowing this is crucial because it dictates every other step we're going to take. You also want to pay attention to any hot spots, especially near those vents, as that's often where your critical power components are trying to stay cool. All right, step 2 is the easiest win you'll ever get. Dust. It's the silent killer of laptop performance. Over time, it clogs up everything, suffocating your components. To fix this first, completely power down your laptop and unplug it from the wall. If you're comfortable doing so and it doesn't void your warranty, open up the bottom panel. Grab a can of compressed air. Now, here's the key. You want to shoot short bursts of air from the outside in, going against the normal direction of airflow. This pushes the dust out instead of deeper in. And please, be gentle. Don't blast the fans and make them spin like crazy. You can actually damage the fan bearings that way. Hold the fan blade with a finger or a non-conductive tool while you clean it. Gently clear the grills, the fan blades, and most importantly, the heatsink fins where all the heat exchange happens. You'll be shocked at how much performance you can get back from this simple cleaning. Now let's talk about the gear that can actually help. Pads, stands, and the importance of a good angle. The right choice here depends entirely on what we learned in Step 1, your laptop's airflow design. If you have a gaming laptop that pulls air in from the bottom, a good quality mesh cooling pad with large, well-placed fans can genuinely help. It forces more cool air into the intakes, giving your internal fans an easier job. But if you have an Ultrabook or a MacBook with side or back vents, those big cooling pads are mostly useless. For those machines, a simple, elegant metal stand is often far better. Why? It lifts the rear of the laptop, creating a huge open gap underneath. This allows for better passive heat dissipation and ensures none of the tiny intake vents are blocked. The goal isn't just to blow air at it. It's to give it space to breathe properly. Step 4 is where we get smart with software, and it's something most people completely ignore. Your laptop is likely stuck on turbo or high performance mode 24/7, and you just don't need that. Almost every modern laptop comes with a control center, be it Armory Crate, Omen Gaming Hub, or Alienware Command Center. Open it up. You'll find power profiles like silent, balance, and performance. When you're just browsing the web or watching videos, switch to silent or balance. The temperature and fan noise will drop instantly. For thin and light machines, here's a pro tip. You can often slightly lower the maximum CPU boost frequency. This can slash temperatures by 10 or 15 degrees with a barely noticeable impact on your gaming frame rates. It's about finding the right balance for what you're doing, not just running everything at maximum all the time. Okay, now for the advanced class, undervolting and GPU tuning. This sounds intimidating, but the concept is simple. We're trying to give the CPU or GPU the same performance, but with less voltage. Less voltage means less power drawn, and less power means less heat. It's a direct win. Now, many newer laptops have locked down CPU undervolting, but you might still have access to it through your BIOS or specialized tools. For the GPU, tools like MSI Afterburner let you adjust the voltage frequency curve. The key here is to make small, incremental changes and test them for stability. Don't just download someone's extreme settings from a forum. A light, stable undervolt can be the difference between a laptop that thermal throttles and one that holds its peak performance for hours, all while being quieter. It's free performance and better thermals, if your machine allows it. Next, let's talk about your in-game settings and frame rates. I see this all the time. Someone is trying to push 200 frames per second on a laptop that only has a 120 Hz display. All of those extra frames are just generating pure wasted heat. It's pointless. The very first thing you should do in any game is set an FPS cap that matches your screen's refresh rate. Use the in-game limiter, Riva Tuner, or your GPU's control panel. This immediately gives your hardware breathing room. After that, if you still need to lower temps, don't just slash all the graphics to low. Target the CPU-heavy settings first. Things like crowd density, physics simulations, and extra long view distances put a huge load on the CPU. By lowering those, you can often cool down the whole system without having to sacrifice the pretty GPU-heavy eye candy like textures and lighting. Finally, let's cover some crucial long session habits. How you physically use your laptop can matter just as much as all the software tweaks and hardware we've discussed. The number one rule: never, ever use your high-performance laptop on a soft surface like a bed, a blanket, or your couch. It completely suffocates the intake vents, and temperatures will skyrocket. Always use it on a hard, flat surface like a desk. Also, be mindful of its surroundings. Don't shove the back of the laptop right up against the wall, blocking the main exhaust. Give it space. And if you're running a massive video render or a long compile on a really thin machine, give it a break now and then. Let it cool down for a few minutes. These simple habits prevent heat buildup and will dramatically extend the life and consistent performance of your machine. So there you have it, your complete 2025 laptop cooling master plan. If you follow these steps, starting with understanding your airflow and ending with smart habits, you can transform your hot, loud laptop into the cool, consistent machine it was meant to be. You'll get lower temps, less fan noise, and more stable performance in everything you do. Now, I want to help you out. Drop your laptop's model name in the comments below, and I'll try to reply and tell you which of these steps you should focus on first for the biggest impact. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to get the most out of your tech.